Hello everyone, welcome to this Questel webinar. So my name is Pascaline Bourreau. I'm a Trademark SaaS Solutions Specialist here at Questel. And today I'm very happy to show you a new workflow. This process is changing how we handle trademark clearance. In our industry, we face a major challenge: speed. Marketing teams want answer fast. They often give us long lists of names, and we think that using the old way, searching one by one, is too slow. And it creates a bottleneck for legal teams. And today, we are not just talking about searching, we are talking about velocity. And I will show you how to master mass trademark screening using our tools, Markify and Qthena. Here is our agenda for today. So we have 3 parts to cover. The first part is the need for speed. We look at the current challenges of trademark clearance. The second part will be dedicated to Markify bulk search. I will show you how to be more efficient when screening many names at once. And the third part, and also the last part, Qthena, we will discuss the registrability check. Before we start, a few reminders. So you will receive a presentation and the recording after the webinar. And if you have any questions during this session, please post them in the chat. And at the end, we will have a Q&A session to answer your question. Before we dive into the first part, I want to give you a quick overview of our solution, Markify. So the solution we will be talking about today is Markify, which is our trademark clearance search and watch platform. It covers trademarks, industrial designs, domains, but also common law, web sources, and pharma. And let's look a bit further on the next slide. So when it comes to search products, there is 3 options at Markify. Full subscriptions with our Pro Search tool. This is the most flexible solution for your everyday screening and clearance jobs. We also have comprehensive search that works on a pay-as-you-go basis and suits all availability search needs. And we also have analyst-driven search. That is a combination of Markify AI and our search analysts who prepare ready-to-use reports. As for watch products, there are tools for watch covering trademarks, domains, and brand monitor, and the online watch that covers marketplaces, social media, and web. And before to start the first part, let's move on to the first poll of this session and see what is your biggest challenge when handling high volume trademark clearance project. If you can select one of these 3 options, so option 1, manual data entry and search settings. Option 2, comparing results across too many tabs. Option 3, assessing registrability too late in the process. I will wait a few minutes to give you time to select one of these options. Okay, So thank you for those who participating. I see that we have the same number of people who voted for option 1 and 2. So obviously, we will see how our tools can help these challenges today. So now let's start with the need for speed, our first part. In this section, we will see how to handle the 100 names challenges and how to go beyond simple availability to protect your trademark. We all know the pressure. So marketing teams are generating more names than ever. They want answers yesterday. And whether you are handling a rebranding project with dozens of candidates or managing a massive portfolio acquisition, the challenge is always the same. How do you scale without losing quality? And commonly, we see two major pain points. The first one, manual searching for 100 separate names, is a huge bottleneck. It's too slow and very expensive. And we also see the second pain point. This is when a name looks available on a search report, but you realize later it is too descriptive to be registered. So our goal today is to show you how to screen these 100 candidates quickly without losing any legal quality. And that's exactly why we have integrated two powerful solutions. On one hand, we have the new Markify bulk search, designed to handle the quantity, allowing you to process massive lists in seconds. On the other, we have Qthena, our AI-driven intelligence tool, designed to giving you an instant legal opinion on registrability. And I'm going to show you how this combination allows you to filter out the noise and focus only on the names that truly matter. So now let's see Markify bulk search. I will show you how to upload your lists and how to use our smart sorting and distance metric to find the best candidates instantly. On this slide, you see the input phase. So in a traditional workflow, if you add 50 names for a new product line, you would have to type them in one by one. And with our new bulk search, that manual labor is gone. Just copy-paste your entire list right here, and the system, Markify, handles large data instantly. This is where you replace a slow manual process with pure speed. So you provide the names and Markify starts the engine. Once your names are in the system, the next step is defining how you want to search. And this is where you see that bulk search doesn't mean basic search. As you can see, you have full control over the search settings. And you can choose between a knockout search. This is a perfect way to identify the major obstacle. And this is a quick yes, no on identicals. Or you can use identical plus algorithm, which uses our advanced phonetic and similarity logic to find those trickier conflicts. And the best part is you only set your classes and databases once. And then Markify applies these settings to your whole list at the same time. Now, let's talk about how we review these results efficiently. First, the system automatically sorts your candidates and it puts the name with the fewest results at the top. This means you can see your clean candidates immediately and it helps you decide quickly which names to keep and which to discard. We also use a distance score, just here on the screen. So it counts the differences between your name and a conflict. And by sorting this way, the names that look or sound the same stay at the top. And it makes your review faster and much more precise. Now let's see how to navigate these results. When you find a candidate you like, just click on it and the system will filter and unfold all the specific results for that name. And you can see that on the screen. So it's very fast for a deep dive. If you want to go back to the full list, it's easy. Just click here, clear filters and fold all. This brings you back to the initial page with a summary of all your candidates. And finally, you can use the general filters. This is great if you want to look at several candidates at the same time or filter specific databases or classes. Now let's speed up the review process. To ease your review, first you have color coding. You can assign a color to your result. It's a simple way to sort your list and keep track of your progress. Next, we use also keyword highlighting. The system automatically highlights your specific goods and services, and this makes your review much easier. Also, when you have found a concerning result, to truly assess the risk, you need to know who is behind this trademark. That's why we have introduced the owner identity card. So instead of jumping between different databases to research a competitor, you can now trigger a pop-up directly within your results. And this card gives you a strategic ID of the owner, very typical filing trade, the main markets. And if you need more information, just click View in ProSearch. This opens a new search in ProSearch and gives you the full picture. And it's the best way to see a company's portfolio in one place. Now let's talk about the pharmaceutical searches you can do in a bulk search. When we talk about the pharmaceutical industry, the stakes are much higher. It's not just about trademark law, it's about patient safety. On the screen, you see our specialized pharma interface in bulk search. For a candidate like Seroplex, we don't just provide a standard similarity score. We provide the POCA score. And we know that the FDA and other agencies uses this POCA score as their standard. And notice how the tool breaks down the risk into orthographic and phonetic components. And we believe this is crucial because, for example, a pharmacist might misread a prescription or mishear a name over the phone. And by combining this specialized data with our distance ranking, we ensure that even one little difference, like zeroplex, serplex, is flagged as a high priority risk immediately. We also include Pharma in-use data. In this example, you can see results from Tunisia and Sweden. And these are not in the trademark registry, but might be crucial for your freedom to operate analysis. Before we move to the last part of this webinar, we have a new poll for you. If you can answer this question, when do you typically check for legal registrability? If you can select one of these options, so option 1, pre-search to weed out weak names early. Option 2, post-search only for your final shortlist. Reactive only for an issue arises later in the process. So I will give you a few seconds to vote. I don't want to... Oh, this is finished. So I see that many of you choose option 1, and that's really great. It shows that you want to save time by eliminating weak names immediately. And we believe Qthena will be a perfect tool for your workflow. And thank you for your answers. So in this last part, we will see why a simple search is not enough and how Qthena acts as a powerful pre-search filter. So why search is not enough? We have all seen it. In a search report combats completely green, no identical, no similar trademark. It looks like a win, but this is what we call the clean search myth. A name with 0 hits can still be rejected by a trademark examiner. Why? Because of absolute counts. So even if no one else is using the name, you have to ask, is the name too descriptive? Does it lack distinctiveness for your goods and services? And these are important questions. If the office refuses your application because the name is descriptive, you have wasted your resources. You spend time and budget on full searches and filing fees for a name that was legally weak from the start. And our goal is simple. We don't just want a name that is available. We want a name that is both available and registrable. And now, let me introduce you to Qthena, our new AI copilot. So, Qthena is designed to support IP professionals across the entire life cycle of a trademark. I think it's crucial to understand that Qthena was built to support you, not replace you. It combines the powerful reasoning of large language models, LLMs, with essential human oversight. So, how does it work in our workflow? You can simply chat with Qthena and launch the registrability check. Then Qthena analyzes each name based on legal criteria like descriptiveness and distinctiveness. In just a few seconds, you get a clear summary and recommendation for every name. And on the screen, you can see an example of registrability check provided by Qthena. I think it's like having a digital legal assistant that pre-screens your list before you even start your deep dive. On the screen, you have detailed analysis provided by Qthena for our candidate, Seroplex. So Qthena explains exactly why Seroplex is the lowest risk. Qthena assesses the main grounds for refusal and gives you the legal facts behind the decision. In Qthena, we have another great feature, Google search option. When you have a candidate name, you can launch a web search directly inside the tool. So you don't need to open another browser's window. And this is very helpful because it shows you if the name is already being used online. For example, you might find a company name or a social media page using the name. And by identifying a prior use early, you can decide immediately if a project should continue or not. And here on the screen, you can see an example of Google search. As you can see, the tool gives you a detailed analysis of the use investigation for each candidate and a clear recommendation for each name. For Seroplex, our example, the answer is simple: discard it, because it's already a well-known brand for medicine. If you have identified prior trademarks that could be an obstacle to your project, you can take your analysis even further with Qthena. How does it work? You can import your search reports containing the most relevant results and then interact directly with your data. For example, you can ask Qthena to quickly compare your project name against the prior trademarks that you have detected during your search. It can also provide a risk assessment and offer practical recommendations. In short, I would say Qthena helps you to turn complex search results into actionable legal insights faster than ever. We arrived at the end of this section. To wrap things up, what we have seen today is a whole new way to handle trademark clearance. Remember, we have started with a challenge of volume, that need for speed when you're facing a list of 100 raw ideas. And by combining Markify bulk search for rapid screening and Qthena for instant legal analysis, we think that we have transformed a process that used to take days into one that takes minutes. So you save time. And from filtering noise to checking legal risk using smart ranking and owner data, each step brings more clarity and precision to your decision making. But here, the goal is not just to move faster, it's to move smarter. It's about identifying those top candidates with the highest likelihood of registration and the lowest risk of conflict. In the end, we are not just delivering search results, We are delivering clear, actionable legal insights and a strategic roadmap for your brand's success. Now it's time to open the floor for your questions. So I will have a look at your questions in the chat. Okay. So does Qthena work with search reports from other providers or only Markify? So yes, you can import reports from other providers. So if you work with other providers, you can use your own reports. I'm searching for another question. Okay, this one. How reliable is Qthena risk assessment compared to a traditional legal analysis? That's a good question and an important one. I would say yes, Qthena is a reliable tool for fast and consistent insights. According to me, it's perfect for your analysis and checks. But however, as I mentioned earlier, it does not replace you. It means that Qthena will not replace your opinion and review and also your history on a case. So for complex cases, I believe your expert judgment is still key, especially when you need deep legal strategy. I hope it answers your question. So we arrived at the end of our session. And on behalf of the Questel team, thank you for joining us today. And we hope you find this session helpful and valuable. Thank you again.